Welcome to Vantage with AI. What if you could generate anime visuals that actually feel like they came from a specific artist, a specific series, or even a specific era of anime? That's exactly what Anima Preview 2 is bringing to the table. This is a 2 billion parameter text-to-image model built purely for anime-style generation, and instead of chasing realism, it fully embraces stylization, creativity, and expressive character design. And here's the best part. This is a very low VRAM model. At just around 4.18 GB, it can even run on older consumer-grade GPUs with as little as 6 GB of VRAM, delivering surprisingly fast performance. You don't need a high-end machine to start using this. What makes it really interesting is how it's trained. We're talking millions of real anime images combined with a large set of artistic data and no synthetic shortcuts. The result? Outputs that feel much closer to authentic anime styles. And here's where it gets powerful. You can actually guide the model using artist names, anime series, or even specific time periods, like targeting that classic 90s anime look or a modern polished style, all directly through prompting. On top of that, this Preview 2 version improves how the model understands natural language. So instead of relying heavily on tag-based prompting, you can write more naturally and still get strong, consistent results. But keep this in mind, this is not a realism model. It's designed to be bold, stylized, and sometimes unpredictable. And since it's a base model without aesthetic tuning, you get full creative control, but also the freedom to experiment. In this video, I'll show you how to run this model inside ComfyUI, along with a complete workflow so you can start generating your own anime-style outputs right away. Now, before we jump into the workflow, there's one important thing to keep in mind. Since this is still a preview version of the model, the optimal generation resolution is around 1K. But don't worry, I've already included an upscaling setup in this workflow, so you can easily push your outputs all the way up to 16K resolution. Now let's quickly go through the models you'll need for this workflow, including the upscaling part. First, of course, is the Anima Preview 2 model. Next, we have the Qwen 3.06b text encoder, along with the Qwen image VAE. And for upscaling, we'll be using the 4x AnimeSharp model. Now that the models are out of the way, let's break down the main sections of this workflow. First, we have the Models section. This is where you load the main model, text encoder, VAE, and an upscaling model. Next is the Prompts section. This is where you'll enter your detailed positive prompt, along with a negative prompt to control unwanted elements. Then comes the sampling section. This is where the actual image generation happens. And finally, we have the upscaling section, where your generated 1K image can be scaled up to 4K, 8K, or even 16K. You can refer to the scale by values shown here to get your desired output resolution. I've also included prompting tips and sample prompts that I used in this video, so you can easily get similar results. All the download links are provided directly inside the workflow and also in the video description. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to bring more content like this to you. Alright, let's run our first test. For this one, I'll be using a prompt directly from the sample prompts list included in the workflow. This particular prompt is inspired by the artist Naoki Urasawa and the series 20th Century Boys. Here's the prompt we'll be using. Best quality, hires, recent, safe, one boy, Kenji Endo, 20th Century Boys, at Naoki Urasawa. Realistic style, serious expression, urban street, dramatic lighting. Let's run. Alright, and here's the result. Now this is actually really impressive. You can clearly see how the model picked up on that Naoki Urasawa-inspired style, especially in the facial structure. The face feels more grounded and realistic compared to typical anime outputs, with sharper features and a more serious, mature expression. The lighting is another standout here. Also notice how clean the rendering is. The skin tones, the shading, and even the hair detail all look very refined, especially considering this is coming from a relatively lightweight model. Overall, this is a really solid first result. Strong composition, consistent lighting, and a clear understanding of the prompt. Let's try a few variations next and see how far we can push this. Alright, let's move on to our next test. For this one, we'll be using our second sample prompt, inspired by Katsuhiro Otomo and the iconic series Akira. Here's the prompt we're using. Masterpiece high-res, year 2025, safe, one boy, Kaneda, Akira, at Katsuhiro Otomo, red bike, futuristic city, neon lights, cinematic perspective. Let's run it. Alright, and here's the result for our Akira-inspired prompt. Now this is where things get really interesting. You can see that iconic perspective. The camera placed behind the character, looking straight down a futuristic city street. That composition alone feels very true to the Akira style. The neon-lit buildings on both sides, the bold signage, and the strong color contrast really bring out that cyberpunk atmosphere. The reds, blues, and teals are working beautifully here to create that classic futuristic vibe. Also notice the line work and shading. It leans more toward bold outlines and graphic styling compared to the previous result. That's a strong indication that the model is adapting its rendering style based on the artist's reference. Let's move on to the next one and see how it handles a darker sci-fi tone, inspired by Hiroya Oku and the series Gantz. Here's the prompt we're using. Score 9, Absurd's newest, safe, one boy, K. Kurono, Gantz, at Hiroya Oku, black suit, sci-fi weapon, night city, high contrast lighting. Let's run it. Alright, and here's the result for our Gantz-inspired prompt. Now this one looks really clean. The first thing that stands out immediately is the suit design. That black, form-fitting suit with glowing nodes is very reminiscent of the Gantz aesthetic, and the model has captured that sci-fi detailing really well. The lighting here is doing a lot of heavy lifting. You can see that strong high-contrast setup with those neon blue highlights outlining the character against a darker background. That creates a very striking silhouette and gives the whole scene a futuristic, almost game-like feel. Also notice the composition. This is a full-body, slightly low-angle shot, which makes the character feel more dominant and powerful. That fits perfectly with the tone we were aiming for. So I went ahead and ran a few more tests using some of the sample prompts included in this workflow, and here are the results. Now, as you're looking through these, notice how consistently the model adapts to different styles. Each output feels distinct, whether it's the lighting, the line work, or the overall mood. And that's largely coming from how we're guiding it using artist names, series references, and scene descriptions. Some results lean more toward bold, graphic anime styles, while others feel more grounded and semi-realistic. And that flexibility is exactly what makes this model so powerful. You'll also notice that the model does a great job maintaining composition and lighting consistency, even when switching between completely different styles. Of course, since this is still a preview model, you might occasionally see some inconsistencies, but overall, the quality you're getting here, especially considering the low VRAM requirements, is honestly very impressive. And the best part is, with just a few prompt tweaks, you can push these results even further in any direction you want. Now let's wrap things up with some final thoughts. So overall, Anima Preview 2 is shaping up to be a really powerful model, especially if you're into anime-style generation and want something that's both flexible and lightweight. The fact that it can run on lower VRAM GPUs while still delivering this level of quality and stylistic control makes it a very interesting option, whether you're just starting out or already deep into AI workflows. And honestly, the ability to guide outputs using artist names, series, and even specific eras opens up a lot of creative possibilities. Now keep in mind, this is still a preview version, so there's definitely more to come, and it's only going to get better from here. If you found this workflow helpful, all the files and download links are available in the description so you can try everything out yourself. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. It really helps the channel grow and lets me know what kind of content you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.